thought he was talking more about reconciliation, not what he accomplished, but what the country can accomplish if we come together.
He was talking about there being a somberness to it. I mean, almost that sort of a recognition of what lies ahead.
2 wars, an economy in turmoil. I think Senator Obama, well, President-elect Obama, I have to get used to it myself. I think he recognized that this is a very important period in our history, and rather than celebrate tonight, he basically said it's time for us to come together so that we can begin to work on some very difficult projects.
You know, it's really interesting, especially if you talk to so many of, I would call them the technocrats, the people that were the original believers in Senator Obama, that he could actually do this, and they almost willed it to happen. Unless you met with them and talked with them, they were people that didn't come from campaign backgrounds. We didn't know them in Washington, but they came from business and different types of industry and from the internet, and they built a campaign just out of grit and on the message of hope. And it's really an amazing story how all of that and the right candidate came together.
Willie Anderson, I think the first second is public convention. Think about Pataki, Palin, Giuliani. I go back to it, mocking community organizing. When you look at how they put this whole thing together, they got beat by community organizing. They focused on the ground troops, how they raised money, how they got volunteers, how they put it all together. And just like a person who's working in any neighborhood who wants to go after City Hall, go after a big corporation, that's exactly how they did it, and they got beat.
Donna, what do you think was, for you, a turning point in this? But before you came, we looked at it sort of a retrospective of all the moments, the great moments in this campaign. What do you think was a turning point?
Wow. Can you believe it? Dread Trackett, Hit 'em Hard Entertainment. Sitting here in the studio, I was at work today watching it, got up at 5 o'clock this morning to cast my vote. And I guess a little bit of anxiety because we already knew the last elections were rigged up. We found ballots and there was just a whole bunch of phony stuff going on, and we still allowed it to happen. When the numbers were coming up on the screen, I felt I was in some kind of Matrix sequel. Like, is this for real or what? I guess maybe I'm afraid that I'll wake up and it's not real. But wow, President-elect Barack Obama, 2008. And I guess I have to say God has allowed me to live to see that day, or this day, so to speak. 2008, Dread Trackett here, Hit 'em Hard Entertainment in the studio, watching on CNN Live.
Race for him, and instead he let it be a symbol of how he was changing the politics of this race.
Underscored the promise of America. The other night I was at an event, and one of the Little Rock